So I just want to do a quick video revisiting one of my favorite fidget spinners. In case you can't tell or don't know it, this is the Vorso Flat Top. This is one of the original fidget spinners, one of the kind of oldest designs out there, along with the torque bar. And it's generally accepted as being on the expensive side and using a dated design. So not a lot of people have picked these up, or they know about them but have decided not to buy one because of those two factors. But a lot of them are starting to be available on the used or the secondary market. And if you are looking for a great 608 spinner and you have a little bit of money to spend, I think it would be worth considering one of these. So first of all, on the downside, it uses a grub screw or a set screw or whatever to hold the bearing in place. That's not a huge deal so long as you don't torque the bearing down, but I think we could all accept that it is a flawed design. The other issue is that new, these things sell for 125 pounds. That's currently about $163, $164. So it's an expensive spinner. On the good side is you could buy these pretty regularly now in brass for about maybe $60 to $80. So expensive, especially for something used, but not out of the reach, especially if you are dying to get your hands on a Yardworks dab or a mini boomerang or something that you just cannot find. So yeah, definitely expensive. So there is a caveat there, but I will say, as far as my everyday spinners go, I really do like carrying this with me. It's got a nice sound to it. The size is good. I've said this before, these Vorso buttons are really my favorite 608 buttons by a long shot. They're just really nice. These are expensive too. If you want to buy these outright, the company charges 26 pounds for them before shipping. So you're looking at over $40 for these. So that's definitely something to consider. But I really do like them a lot. On the sound side, I would just say I removed the original hybrid ceramic bearing and I put a Bronson Speedco raw bearing in its place. People are probably tired of me talking about that bearing, but it really is my favorite 608 bearing. And because it's a brass and because these buttons aren't that big, you get a lot of sound, a lot of feedback. Let's give it a shot without me talking. And on the desk, so just a nice kind of scrapey sound. Here is a dab raw, so same bearing. Pretty similar sound, and these things have, not a hugely different profile. The dab is a little bit taller. The Vorso is a little bit wider. As far as thickness goes, quite similar. So, a lot of days I grab a dab. Some days I grab the Vorso, and it's kind of understandable why I like the two, is that they are fairly similar in size. And let's just do another sound test, back to back this time, with the buttons though. So here's the Vorso with the Bronson Speedco raw bearing. And now move over to, there's that, if you want to look at it. The dab with those buttons. And these are the polished stainless steel buttons. Okay, I think that's pretty sharp looking for a spinner. And listen to it. Pretty good. I don't love this bearing. I like the Bronson Speedco, but the one in this dab raw needs a good cleaning. But nice sound to it. Again, I think it's pretty sharp looking. So yeah, if you are looking for a high quality 608 spinner and you're just having trouble finding something, I would definitely consider the Vorso, the flat top. It's just surprisingly nice spinner and one I grab a whole lot. I bought this one used, fairly cheap, And now, again, you could find them in brass regularly. You could find the stainless steel sometimes. You have to pay a little bit more, maybe around 80 to 100. And the copper has been, at least in my experience, impossible to find used. So I'm on the hunt for one of the used copper ones. Of course, this is called the Vorso Flat Top V1, and it's been called the V1 as long as it's been around, so I guess over a year now. Kind of begs the question whether there's a V2 coming, and I've heard there might be, but it seems like Vorso's working on a new design, and it doesn't seem like it's a flat top, but who knows. I would love to see an updated version of this, possibly doing away with this retention system, moving to something a little bit nicer, obviously sticking with the 608, maybe you know, cleaning up this area a little bit. There's no hot spots or anything, but it's just not as elegant as the rest of the spinner. So yeah, if you're in the market for a great 608 and you're having trouble getting that dab or that mini boomerang, seems like that is the case for a lot of people, you might want to spend an extra few dollars and get the flat top. I really do think it's a nice spinner, although as a caveat, I would just say I think I like it more than most people out there. I just find it to be very fidgetable, nice feedback, nice sound, and then you can get the bearing you want and put it in there, whether that's the Speedco Raw or you just stick with the, it comes with a hybrid ceramic bearing that's pretty good, or some of them came, the earliest ones also included a stainless steel bearing that I don't actually like. So there you go, revisiting the flat top, really good EDC spinner. Thanks for watching.